Hey there, Capricorn, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of August 2022, and we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Capricorn, please remember, if you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. Now, just a heads up, I just finished doing Aries, and you were showing up strong in Aries reading, so some of you may be dealing with an Aries. Why all this confusion, Cappy? And keep in mind, energies do go both ways. It could be your energy or your person's energy. I'm going to say this is your energy because this is your reading, but take it as it resonates. Ooh, you are showing up in a very powerful position. The main energy for the reading this month is the Devil. That is your energy. You're showing up in your power, very confident, very empowered, very dominant, very much like, I know I'm it, and, you know, come at me. In a positive way, In the recent past, you get the Seven of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, lots and lots of Pentacles. You're evaluating and assessing a situation here because you're very confused. I feel like whatever it is that you're dealing with, you're not really sure if the juice is worth the squeeze. You're not really sure if you want to invest your energy in making this happen and investing in this connection or whatever this is, right? And because you're confused, because you're unsure, you're kind of like, I'm just going to hold back. I'm not going to fully open myself up to this. I'm not going to really express how I feel. It's kind of like, you know, keep that person at arm's length until I figure out what I want to do with this and where I want to go. Because right now, at least in the recent past, you're very confused. In the current situation, you get the Nine of Swords, the Star, and the Seven of Wands. There's a little bit of stress here for you because you do want this. There's something that you really, really, really want in the current situation. And because you want it so badly, I feel like there's almost like a little bit of like a wall around you. So it's like, I really, really want this crystal, right? But I can't quite get to it. Like my arm's like just, I'm almost there, but there's like this invisible barrier. And for some reason, this invisible barrier is stressing you out. So we're going to see what this is about when we clarify. Now, in the near future, you get the Temperance, the Four of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. There's a connection here, which I feel like the more time goes by, the more you're just kind of like, maybe I should just walk away from this. Now, here's the thing, though. You're showing me that time passes, time flows, time goes by, and the longer it takes for things to happen, the more or the less invested you are. But with the Seven of Swords, I'm not super convinced because it's not like you're like, okay, you know what, I'm done, I'm giving up. It's kind of like, I'm over it today. Check back with me tomorrow. I'll let you know how I feel type of energy. So let's clarify. I'm going to start off by clarifying the main energy for your reading, which is the Devil. Devil is clarified by the Two of Wands, King of Swords, and the Judgment. You're trying to make a logical decision here. You're trying to be very, very practical in whatever this is. And when I see this level of practicality, this has to do with emotions or relationships, something like that. You're making a decision that you're not going to take any action until you are crystal clear on this situation. You're showing me I need to completely be able to detach my emotions from this and make a decision from a rational, practical, logical perspective. And I'm not at that point yet. So I'm going to take more time. I'm going to take as much time as I need to get to that point where I feel stable, confident, grounded, not emotionally, like there's no emotional turmoil, and then I'll make a decision. So let's see. Let's take a look at the Seven of Pentacles in your recent past. Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Temperance, which you get again in the same row in the near future, the Lovers, and the Nine of Pentacles. You do want this. There's a connection showing up here for you. It's a very deep connection. It's like my soul loves your soul. And you're showing me that you need more time to figure out what to do because right now I don't feel like you're with this person. You're showing up under an independent energy, a single energy, and I'm going to do my own thing energy. But this connection is very, very deep and it's very intense and it's kind of like in the background for you where you're like, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this and I need more time to figure that out. That's the decision that you feel like you need to make. And it seems like you're not really at that point where you're comfortable making that decision right now. So you're just kind of, at least in the recent past, focusing on yourself because you just need more time to get to the point where you feel confident in moving forward one way or the other. Let's take a look at the Four of Pentacles in your recent past. Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Swords, Three of Wands, Nine of Wands. You do not want to be impulsive here. You're showing me that you're almost feeling like pushed or pulled in a specific direction where you're like, I want to go do this. And you keep resisting that urge. You have like an urge, for example, like I have an urge to reach out for this crystal and I want to reach out to it and you really, really want to, but then you're just kind of like, nope, hold back, give yourself some time, think it through, right? You're fighting and resisting this urge for yourself, and you keep showing me, I don't want to take action yet. I need more time to think about this. I need more time. It seems like in the recent past, you're really, really heavily focused on giving yourself more time before you take action towards something or before you take any action whatsoever, because you really want to think this through. Let's take a look at the Two of Pentacles in the recent past for you. Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Moon. Yeah, you really, again, same thing. You're confused, you don't know what to do, and so you're basically just kind of like not doing anything. Now, the reason you're so confused is because you're refusing to look at something here. You're showing me that there are either fears, insecurities, doubts, something which keeps kind of like poking its head out from underneath the surface, and you just kind of keep like smacking it away and being like, no, I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I need to be practical about this. And then this little thing, it's like bubbling. It's like, hey, maybe I can help. Listen to me. Listen. And you're like, no, I don't want to think about this. I need to be logical. I need to be practical. It seems like whatever it is you refuse to look at could actually resolve this confusion for you. But you're refusing to do that. And not only are you refusing to do that, you're stubbornly refusing to do that. You are like, it's literally like there's a little voice here and you keep shutting that voice off and pretending like it doesn't even exist. And you're showing me I'm confused. Well, what's this little voice that's trying to communicate with you that you refuse to listen to? Maybe you won't be as confused. And you're like, no voice, can't hear a voice. All right, let's take a look at the Nine of Swords in the current situation. Nine of Swords is clarified by the Empress, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands. This is why you're stressing out, because you want a brand new beginning here with your person. There is a specific person you have in mind, a specific connection. And you're showing me just the thought of this, just like in my imaginary world where I let myself go sometimes. If me and this person having a brand new beginning together makes you feel amazing, it makes you feel so happy, it makes you feel like you were able to conquer the world, the most difficult challenge in the world. And you're showing me that you're stressing out about it because you don't have it quite yet. And again, in the recent past, I feel like you are drawn to take action to make this happen. You do want to fix something here. You do want to have you and this person come together to have this new beginning. But you keep resisting yourself. You keep fighting yourself. And in the current situation, you're stressing out about it, but you're not doing anything. Let's take a look at the Star in the current situation. So there is somebody here for you. Star is clarified. Yeah, man, the Tower, the Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. You want to rekindle this. This is somebody you have some history with. This isn't somebody brand new. You and this person know each other. This isn't somebody that you just met. You're showing me here that you and this person had a very, very difficult moment. Something in the past at some point cracked, it broke, and the whole tower that was you and this person's relationship completely collapsed and shattered because it wasn't stable. You have a desire to move past that. You're like, I want to leave the past in the past. Let's leave the difficult times behind us. Let's heal from the past. Let's move towards a much more hopeful future. I want long-term with you. I want stability with you. I want to rekindle this spark with you so that we can have our forever kind of like dream, at least your dream, right? you want to move past that, but again, I feel like in the recent past you kept resisting it. In the current situation, you're showing me I really have a desire to have a new beginning. I don't see as much resistance. Oh, there's some resistance here. I don't feel like you're fighting yourself as much in the current situation as you were in the recent past, but let's see. Let's take a look at the Seven of Wands in the current situation. Seven of Wands is clarified by the Devil, which is your energy, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. You want to open up. You want to communicate. This is your energy. You want to open up and talk to this person, and literally, again, just the thought of this makes you so happy, having that conversation, clearing the air, talking to them. But you're afraid that there's going to be some resistance here. You're afraid that they may not be interested. You're afraid that they may reject you. You're afraid. You're showing me, like, for some reason, like, I want this. Just the thought of being able to talk to them makes me so happy. But you keep putting up this, like, wall of, it's like, oh, they're not going to want it. They're not going to be interested. They're not, you know, fill in the blank, right? I feel like this resistance is all in your head, though, because I don't feel like you've actually taken any action to the point where you were met with resistance. It's like you're fighting your imaginary self before you've even, like, you know, reached out to them or texted them or called them. You're already playing out all these scenarios in your head about how it's not going to work out and how they're going to push back. And it's basically you're creating your own resistance, essentially. Let's take a look at the Temperance in the near future. Temperance is clarified by the Nine of Cups, High Priestess, Page of Swords. You're waiting, you're giving yourself some more time here in the near future to get to an emotionally balanced place. And I feel like you're kind of, you know, listening to your intuition, really focused on yourself. You're not really taking any action. And if you are taking any action, it's minimal, right? You have a desire to go pursue this person, make things happen, have a conversation. And in the near future, you're showing me, like, I'm not really going to be doing all of that. Right? I feel all this, but you're showing up with this much effort. When you've got this much to give, this much effort. And you're kind of keeping all the rest of this buried within you. Because you're like, I need to make sure that I'm emotionally balanced. I need to make sure that I'm emotionally stable before I allow this energy to come through. And you got the Temperance in the recent past about you kind of focusing on yourself, right? Before you decide to invest in this connection. I feel like you're investing in the connection, but you're not investing as much as you've got to invest in the near future. Let's take a look at the Four of Wands in the near future for you. Four of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Again, I feel like in the current situation, you've got the Seven of Wands. You are moving. You're making some movement here, but you're not showing up under your authentic energy. What I mean by that, you're showing up as this person's friend. Let's talk. Let's hang out. Let's get coffee. No love, no emotion, more so an energy of kind of like, let me test the waters. And I'm not judging here. I'm just saying you feel a strong bond with this person. They make you happy. You view them as your person. But you're showing up under an energy of, like, testing the waters. Because I think you're in an energy of trying to figure out whether they're gonna reject you, whether they're gonna resist your advances. You're kind of trying to come in and be like, hey, you open to this? You open to interacting with me in any capacity? Okay, cool. Because you're still in a evaluatory state. You're like, do I want this? Do I not? Is this worth the energy? Is it not? Are they gonna reject me? Are they not? Lots and lots of questions for you. Let's take a look at the Seven of Swords in the near future. Seven of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Strength, and the Hermit. You really do want this person, but I feel like, and I do feel like this is more so your person's energy, not yours. You're showing me here how you're viewing this person. And you're showing me that this person is kind of, you're not, how do I explain this? They're having a hard time being fully open with you and fully expressive with you, right? And you're showing me, like, I acknowledge their difficulty. I understand why they're having a hard time showing up in their full glory, their full power, their full beautiful, confident, attractive self. You realize that they're having a hard time. They're not sharing the fact that they're having a hard time with you with regards to this whole situation. And that's kind of giving you a little bit of doubt where you're kind of like, should I invest in this? Should I not? You're kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So I'll give you an example of what I mean, because I know that makes no freaking sense. It's almost like you guys haven't talked, right? Let's say you broke up with them or you walked away. You guys haven't talked for a while. You guys finally start talking again. You guys are like exchanging energies, working on rebuilding the foundation. You can tell that there's some resistance for them because of what happened between the two of you. They kind of got their wall up. It's like they want to engage in this, but it's hard for them because they have a lot of pain, a lot of defense mechanisms, etc. They're not verbalizing that to you. They're keeping that within themselves. But you, because you're intuitive, you can pick up on that. However, because they're having their difficult moments and they're having a little bit of insecurities and fears based on what happened between the two of you in the past, you're picking up on that and you're like, maybe I shouldn't invest in this. Maybe I should walk away. It's kind of like a little bit of like, spooking you a little bit energy. I don't feel like you're completely walking away from this, but their energy, which is not 100% committed into this, because again, what happened, that's kind of freaking you out a little bit in the near future. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind. It's hard. It's hard for you here to have this. Some of you may be dealing with a Leo. You got Leo all across your freaking board. Leo and Aries. It seems like you're having a bit of a hard time. Oh, from the universe, you get Strength, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. You're having a little bit of a hard time exchanging energies with this person. You're trying to have a new beginning. You want a new beginning, but it's almost like you feel like it's hard for you to give and receive an equal amount. So an example would be like, I text them and they take a long time to text me back. Sometimes they text me back quickly. Sometimes they don't. It's hard for you to feel like you're not getting breadcrumbed in this whole situation. And again, it feels like there's a little bit of resistance here from the other person. It could be from you, but I feel like it's from the other person because they're still holding on to something. I feel like a little bit of like heavy energy here. Like they want this as much as you do, but they're having a hard time engaging in it equally, right? Like you want to give 50%, you want them to meet you 50%. It's hard. It's almost like sometimes you feel like you're giving 70 and they're giving 30. Something like that. So, Cappy, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you here on the next one.